Hello, and we're back, and we're going to be going straight in to League Cup action here in a second. We've got a bit of a different, well, not a bit. We've got a significantly changed team. We have got the what did it even was this? Was it 1-1? 1-1 on aggregate. So we're going to be playing Chester here. We're going with the home formation. We've got a lot of changes, though. Weaver, Pierce is in. Williams is in. McAvoy, Wright, Snape, Wone, Marcel, Russell, Hoyland, Burke, with a bench of Hyde, Goater, Booth, Vaughan, Matt Clark. So we've got the big names on the bench, should we need them. Hopefully we are not going to need them. Right. Hello, Steve. Morning, Kev. Hope you are well. I was torn this morning as to whether to watch as Danny Murphy's back on TalkSport, and I wanted to hear more about Bob the Cat. Hey, thank you for choosing me over Bob the Cat. What an absolute honour. I get that. Is it his first time back since the World Cup, or? Let's get this guy's important. I want his morale to be good. Right, let's give this a pause. Morning, Kev. Buzzing to be joined the first live. Don't tell my boss. Hey, I'm not here to tell anyone's boss. Now, I think I need to just click this off here. Otherwise, it's going to be insanely loud like the other day again. Ah, look at that. Look at that for professionalism. Let's have a look what Chester are doing. They're on the old long ball system. I think we might be okay to counter that. Now, I want to get through to the next round of the cup. We are going to go very fast because we're not here for League Cup round action versus Chester. If we need to, we'll go down to normal speed for the second. Oh no! They're like, oh, you're taking us lightly, are you? Now, we will not be starting the stream here with a negative. We will not be signing Marc-Vivien Foé, who we were looking at the very end of last episode, because he has had a 1.1 million offer from Monaco, which has been accepted. And let's be honest, if you had the choice between Masio-ball's Man City and whoever is in charge at Monaco, I think we all know where we're off to the Principality, don't we? We're going to have to go. Oh, no. Needed that. Whistle had already gone. Scott was offside. We're going to have to go down to this, and I think we're going to go direct. Nice to be back. Completely struggling against Chester. I was like, we'll get this out of the way and we'll get to the important action of maintaining the league form. And now here we are. 1-0 down at home. Oh, there we go. Paul Williams is the scorer. It's his first start. I only put him in because he's left-footed, but changed my mind right at the end. Morning, guys. Hello, Matt. Shame this clashes with the Cricket 11. I'll have to dip and watch the rest later. Not a problem. Not a problem. I will put a little link out to where they are, because someone mentioned the other day they'd not found them. But I am trying to be more organised about putting them all on their own playlist. So I'll maybe put a link to the playlist out for anyone who's missed like the original Perugia journey. You can't see it, but the Perugia jersey is back in the room. It's over my shoulder. Right, who's underperforming? Craig Russell's underperforming. Let's get Goater on, because I want to go through, lads. I've picked a team that I felt was capable of winning this game, and at the minute you're not doing that. Do we try Hoyland through the middle? Right, Brendan Burt, the influence of 16. So he's finally picked as a captain. We've got a better crowd for the League Cup here at home than we get for Crystal Palace League games in the Prem. A little bit frustrating to me. I know I'm crossing me worlds over there, which I usually try to avoid. I know I never actually avoid it, but I do try. I don't get why. Oh, I was just about to say I don't get why we're being so troubled by Stoke. But as we're doing that, Brendan Burke. His first appearance of the year. He played quite a lot last year. Look, for us, once we came in, has given us a go. And this is what I want to see from these fringe guys. You have got to be stepping up when you give him the chance. Forget about the test match. We need to set up 3 TVs up. One for Masio-ball, one for Root Ball, and one for Bob the Cat Ball. Who do you support? I'm a Wolves fan, Matt. I believe that's Jota in your profile picture, isn't it? I'm also a new Sheffield FC fan who I went to watching their first league home game yesterday. Absolutely dominated. I'm going to leave Pat on, actually. Let's get Tony on for Pierce. Absolutely dominated the game. Missed a penalty. Naturally went on to lose 1-0 to a scrappy goal from a corner against Hucknall Town. Needs to do a season as Grimsby Town on Champman 93. Are they good, Patrick, on there? Or is that your team? Oh, Burke nearly added a second. The goalkeeper's on a 7. He has played well, though. Look. He's made 7 saves. Payday won't, though. Can we get him on the score sheet? I'm torn between... Do we want a big team in the next round, or do we want another team that we should be beating to try and progress a little bit before we get a bigger team? Port Vale interest here. Love those retro versions of Champman when we're actually decent. Marco, are they're Division 2, League 2 now, yeah? Port Vale. Pretty pleased with that. Less pleased with this. Let's see what's wrong with Crystal. Only a few days. Right, that's fine. Right, Vivian Bowie is off to Monaco as hinted as, or hinted at. Absolutely was our glory days. Managed to win the Prem with them and sign Pep. Let's have a look at Barry. Oh, he's on loan. Yeah. We were in for Barry, weren't we? Look at this. Huddersfield's Danny Webber. What's he done? He's got 4 in 4. Tranmere, Premier League, aren't they? So it's not a big tie, but it is a tough tie. Especially this is in the era where teams don't really do like rotated or right. If you want him, you are paying 3.9 million for him. Oh, look at that. Went straight to it. I don't know if I want to sell Weaver straight away. Got 2 years left. He's not unhappy. Let's just have a look at my goalkeeping shortlist options first. Is there anyone here that we could like? Because like this is the thing. There's no point selling Nicky Weaver for 400k than having to like spend 400k on Gareth Ormshaw, for example. Elliot Jackson. Oh, yeah. We played against him last year. So, like, if you could get Elliot Jackson, even with his reflexes of 7, if you could get him for 100k or less, I would probably be interested in taking that deal. Or even the 300k on. I don't know if Dime would come in, though, if we told him he was going to be a fringe backup guy. Now, obviously, we're going to be shopping down here. I mean, Gary Kelly as a backup goalkeeper for this level would be an upgrade. Have a look at Steven. Nope. Let's have a look at Vince. Again, no. Right, I tell you what. Birmingham, or whoever it was. If you give me 950... and 10%, we'll talk. Until then, we've got a massive game. Third place Man City versus 22nd placed Hereford. It is making me nervous that our old boys have not won a game. I would prefer them to have one win on the board coming into this. But they don't. Right, I need to have a clear out of everyone. Apologies to my brother if he's watching, because this will be giving him PTSD. He was always like, why do you do that? Just, and I'm like, I can't pick the team unless I fully get rid of everyone. Right, I'm getting worried about Hibs. Let's just try a little cheeky 300 for Kenner. And then we are going to go... Oh, Shiv's away. I'm going to have to go 2 left footers here, I think. We're going to go Vaughan. No, we're going to go Williams, especially after his goal last time around. Right, Shaw, subject of a transfer offer. He's going to be in. We're going to go Hyde. Hyde's going to keep his place on the left. Standing is going to go into the middle. And then Clint. No, we're going to go Solved, right? Clint's going to be on the bench. And then we're going to go Booth, Bull, Marcel, Larry. What am I going to do with the final spot? I'm like tempted to bring Burke in because of his versatility. Although we've got Gary there. Gary's a good player. Clint, Larry. No, we need a striker. Let's go Pat. So there we go. We've decided it. The game's confused because he was on my watch list or on my short list. So it's informed me because he's on my short list, even though I made the bid. Morning to you as well, Kev. It's always nice to have a full complement of Kevs. Right, let's have a look at our old boys. What are they doing? They're on short football. They've got Williams, who we signed prior right to leaving. Went on to be a great signing. Look at that as they got promoted. Maybe we could steal him away. Potentially. Rogers, Gibbs, Wright, our old boy. Tully, he's new, is he? Yeah, looks like he's brought in this year. You've got Edwards, Wallace. Which Wallace is this? Michael Wallace, Armstrong, Nick Crittenden, who never did it for us. Richardson and Brown. Stafford Brown, who we signed right at the end of our tenure there. And again, turned out to be an absolutely excellent signing. It is sad that there's no big John Norman. Watch out for the Hereford Ultras with Judas signs. If you go a goal down, they'll sing you're getting sacked in the morning. Yeah, I would have been brought in under police escort for this. We're looking to leave. This is probably what it feels like. They've got the old firm, Bronkhorst, and I think that's Tommy Boyd there, isn't it? That's definitely Craig Burley. Can't see who this is on the right. But this is what we've turned Hereford versus Man City into the old firm. It's a rivalry I want to be leaving behind this year because I want us to... Our target is promotion. We need to get promoted, otherwise we're probably moving on to Team 3. Oh, Jeff. Luckily, we've got Larry on who can play there. We're going to put Larry on. Yeah, I was thinking Larry or Shaw, but let's go Larry. And then Hereford look like they might be going back to the division below unless they sort it out. Now, I don't want to be talking about them getting relegated whilst they don't have any wins and we're playing them. Shaw hits one high and wide. Now, I do have, and we've not seen any update on this, we do have our little initial ground testing offer in for Trevor Benjamin. This is because I'm not wearing the cursed hat. Oh, it's power. Jay Richardson is a good player. He's a really good player for them to have picked up. Don't know if he'd get in our team. He'd be on the fringes of it. Oh, Heidi. His first ever goal for Man City. He would have got a big old hug off of me. Do you have leagues like the Greek, Turkish, or Belgium league? At that level, you think there's a chance you might end up in it? I think we may have Belgium on. I'll need to check that. And then hello to Hastar and Hereford we trust. Hastar voted for Hereford. He was one of only 2 or 3 people that are allowed to celebrate if they win. And then I know there was a few other people who weren't watching that then said afterwards, I voted no, where I voted Hereford, or whatever we joked that we were going to make those stickers. Clark's needed to make a save there. Half-time is here. Hereford fans will be loving this. They will be loving this. How's Standing doing? Standing's on a 6. Come on, Standing. You're on loan from Benfica. I want more. I need more from you than this, lad. Oh, Bull moves in on goal. Bull strikes it. Of course, in real life, Bull would go on to play for Hereford, but yeah, I think we've interrupted that timeline. Like literally, because we took Turner left there, who was the person who took him there, and we took Turner's job. No idea where Turner is now. I'm like, Hereford are not shrinking, are they, at the occasion? At home against a perennial bully boy, you would imagine, of the 2nd division. And we're getting overrun here. I'm thinking it's going to be Big Pat time. Pat's going to come on for Standing. I'm going to tell him to go up front. And then when we've got the ball, I'm going to drop. When we've not got the ball, he's going to drop into that spot. Just so we don't get overrun. Because we've negated a midfielder there. Procus has come on here. He was one of the players we signed for them. Let's see how he's progressed. Pretty decent. He's one of our massive regens we signed. Probably only about 3 weeks ago, but it does feel like a long time ago. Oh, Hyde. Rebound falls to Big Pat, the Hogfather, and he's not managed to score it. I don't think he's scored yet, has he? No, he's not. Williams has committed a foul there and got carded. Who have we got left on the bench? We've got Clint Marcel. Oh, no. Lovely strike by Henderson. They've gone more defensive. I'm going to have to make a change. I can't sit here struggling against... Tell you what, let's put Clint there and push him on. Inadvertently clicked on the wrong team. So yeah, when we're with the ball, I feel like we've got a bit too much of a gap there, though. Tell you what, I'm going to put Clint back there, and I'm going to drop these 2 in. Then I'm going to push him on. Want to keep some bodies in midfield, especially as we're now chasing a goal. They should thank you really for building their squad. Yeah, they should. So even if we lose here, we win. That's the type of thinking that I like. Now, it does highlight the bigger issue that we've still not figured out an away system. And we've lost. And they're up to 19th. Home record, 3 for 3. Away record, only that 1 game, 2 losses. We've only let in 3 goals, but it's just not great, is it? I'm like, I wonder if we try direct away from home. Maybe have the fullbacks pushed up a little bit. So we've got a bit more of a midfield block. Let's give that a save. I'm thinking we might try that. Right, we've got Plymouth though at home, 3 days. How do we get on? Oh, we've not played them before. We will be going back to the home system. Right, Gifted Noel Williams just will not. He is in on loan, but he just will not sign for us. So regardless of what we try, he will be leaving once his loan's up. Let's get him in the reserves. He might as well play some football. So we'll leave him a little bit. No one else goes in for him. We'll go back in and have another little sniff around him. What an insane timeline. Tranmere Rovers has made 500k offer for Steven Gerrard. that Liverpool have accepted. Here he is here. He's currently on loan at Burnley. That is good for us because Burnley are currently top, currently running away with it. And let's... so these are the leagues I've got, and I've not got Belgium. For some reason, I thought I put Belgium on. I might have confused it with the Netherlands here. Right, we can trigger him at 850. We're going to play the very slow game of getting towards that. So we are going to get 3.9 million for Jamie Shaw here, because I presume he's going to want to leave. and apparently we're getting 1 million for Nicky Weaver. Here is the downside of the success of starting well. Teams are in sniffing around. Had I known that we were going to get that money, I would have committed more towards Vivian Voe, because he would have been a straight replacement. Right. I was like, this isn't right. Simon Tracy. What could we get him for? I'm not paying 2 million for him, am I, Cov? Let's be real. Do we finally bring Sasa home? Is he work permit? He is work permit, and he's not got one. Barnsley have just loaned John Forrington from Man United prior to coming on, who we saw did not have a work permit and still doesn't have a work permit. So they've loaned a player for the season that they can't play, which I felt was an interesting tactic. I'm like, what do we think we want in a backup goalkeeper? I should probably go and address the defensive midfielder issue first. Agility 8, handling 14, reflexes 13, transfer listed, wants to move to a bigger club. If we can get Christian Finnbargson in for that, move... Well, let's have a look at Martin. I didn't spot him here. Move Weaver out for 1 million. I'd be pretty pleased with that. I'm not going to lie. Mark Poom does wonders myself, can never score past him. I'm like, I wonder if we could convert Justin Walker to a defensive midfielder. Because he's got the parts. Absolutely got the parts. I'm going to try and loan him first. With him being different to what we actually need. Alex Ray, no, he's not defensive midfielder. Clements, midfield centre. I think if they've got high adaptability, being a defensive midfielder does not matter. But the problem is if they don't have that, we've seen it before, that they'll struggle. Simica's been great for us previously on this particular game. I mean, Scott Gemmell could probably drop in there if needed. Who do we have here? Elijah doesn't have centre. I will never quit trying to bring you home, Chris Bart-Williams, just to let you know. I think everyone watching knew that. Are you playing fantasy football this season? Who are your go-to strikers? I don't want Haaland. Everyone and their mothers have him. I also don't have Haaland. And that reminds me, I do need to renew the Masio-ball league. Because I completely forgot. I can't even remember who won last year. I meant to give them a shout-out. Wayne Carlisle's moved to Brighton, so probably got no chance of grabbing him. Where are all the defensive midfields? We've got Carl, obviously. We could maybe bring Carl home. Ian looks good, but he's the wrong side. He's wrong end of the pitch. I was convinced that John Moncur was going to be a defensive midfielder there for some reason. Vidar Recife one, but then what else does Celtic have? They've got no one. Oh, they got V. Let's have a look at Weghorst. Again, if we could get him on loan, potentially, rather than spending money on him, then we'll give that a start. There's the start. I would be up for joining the Masio-ball League and guarantee my enthusiasm at least until Christmas. Yeah, I'll take that. Right, Walker is going to come in potentially. He thinks he's too good for us. Jamie Shaw is going Blackburn. Where are Blackburn? Championship? Yeah, oh, Premier League. So there we go. Not terrible business with Shaw. We brought him in for 900k. He's not even played 20 games for us total, and we've managed to like quadruple our money. I'm sad to see him go, but we've just made like a decent amount of money there in a short amount of time. Who are the ones you had in the Ipswich save? Holland, Mullins, Simica. Yes, that is right. We also had Lee Roche from Man United, who was just finally coming good when we ended. Right, I need... Snapey's going to go in for the time being, I think. Micah Hyde needs to come out. Let's get Clint there. Geary to the bench. Is Krustal back? He is back. Why have you got very low morale? Basically an ever-present. I forgot that he was out, wasn't he? Let's get Wright on the bench. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, no, we've got our man back. We got standing up front, even though Newbie's back. This is terrible. It'd be like I've changed the starting 11 4 or 5 times there. Right, it's a good thing we rested Bull. Again, let's get him important. Man City versus Plymouth. We need a rebound here. Last time I did any fantasy football game with a few mates years ago, I picked Rocker Santa Cruz. He had one good season with Blackburn and one at Cante. Hey, good memory, good story. Don't think he'll be on this Santa Cruz. It's the year after where he's a bit of a wonder kid. There we are, 30 minutes in anyway, guys. Thanks to everyone who's dropped by to join us today, even if you are leaving for cricket or any other parts, or if you're watching later on. Clint Marcel nearly rewarded you, but he's hit the bottom of the post. And this is much better. This is much better than what we saw against Hereford. Bull's just cannon one back off the bar. I'm thinking, what are we going to do with that away form? I think we are going to try the system. John Allison steps up, strikes it in. They've done nothing. They've offered nothing. It was probably not a penalty. So naturally, they've gone 1-0 up. But there's so much time to go, and we're so good at home that we're not going to start panicking yet. If we don't win this game, though, I am just triggering Trevor Benjamin's release fee. Because we're going to have even more money now with the deals that are going through. Then we could have Bull, Trevor Benjamin left, and then either Booth or John Newby to the right. Oh, Booth with the drive there. Westwood, Westhead. Mark Westhead with the save. Fine goal that. Oh, we've got a problem at right back. Welcome back, Stephen Wright. Is that legendary Paul Moody? It is. They've got Paul Trollope as well. Paul Moody was one of those players. I saw him once playing for, like, I want to say Oxford. Yeah, probably Oxford on some random TV game. And that was it. He was ingrained in my memory forever because he'd played quite well and I'd never heard of him before. Oh, header by Newby. That'll be a corner. Clint Marcel's playing a 5. John Snape is playing a 5 and he's booked. Snapey's going off. Geary's going to come on and take his place. Right, adaptability of 1. That's not not ideal. Let's be real. Come on, they've still only had that one chance from that penalty. Only the goalie to beat. Hopeful looking shot. This is all stacking up for a 1-0 defeat. Mark Westhead playing in 9/10. Blasted at the top corner by Booth. It was a difficult chance. Clint Marcel's gonna have to come off. How are you doing so poorly? I'm going to get Højgård on for him. Come on, Big Pat. Right, we've progressed in the League Cup, but at what cost? Lads, come on. Sort it out. Terrible effort by Booth. He was surrounded by defenders. We've used all our subs. We've got nothing else to do other than go direct. Ball's been pulled to the ground. Barnes has been carded. Can we do something with this free kick? Boland fires it in. Booth strikes it. Christie deflects the shot. It feels like we are all over Plymouth here. Ball smashes it in low. Pressure is cumulative. Man City draw level. All it's taken is 10 shots on target. Let's go on and get a winner now, please, lads. We shouldn't be out here drawing with Plymouth even if they are 7th. They've not come to win. Dubious penalty. Everyone knows it shouldn't have counted. Oh, Newby with the drive. Westhead's still on an 8, and we've scored again. It is John Newby. I was off checking the player ratings. We've scored. Plymouth has started to come forward. Hopefully we're going to negate them, not let them get any shots, get back in this. Ball bounces off right. That'll be a corner. Swung over. Newby is fouled. Another card. Final whistle. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Back to 4th. Right, have we got an away game now? We've got Swindon away. Not played them. These must have come down. Let's have a look at George Nadar, please. I mean, George Nadar for 300k. If we're not going to sign him now, we're never going to sign him, are we? Where are you, Swindon? You're 19th. I think George would much prefer playing for us than playing for you. I'm like, who's the best defensive midfielder in this league? And do they want to move to me? What are Burnley doing? Who's Berry? Sean Berry's not it. Let's have a look at Oldham. No one is using a defensive midfielder. Let's try Walsall. Where's McLaren? Where is he? He's there. Paul McLaren, defensive midfielder. He's not great, though, is he? Where's Procus? Why can I not see? There we are, Richard. I mean, Richard is decent, isn't he? But not what we need. Not going to push us on, is he? I'm like, do we bring Gary Flitcroft back? Fire him in defensive midfielder. Phil Parkinson, probably a bit old. Where's Nichols? Is this? I was like, is this the Chelsea one? It's not, is it? And then Luton were the final team I wanted to try. Surely you guys have got a defensive midfielder. No, they're like in short supply in this league. Not everyone is as cowardly as I. Using a defensive midfielder. Gary Jones, defender, midfielder, centre. Gary Jones could probably play in there if needed. He's a heading machine. Look at that. Jumping 19, heading 20. It's a strange one, that's what they've gone for. I mean, Don Hutchinson, defensive midfielder / striker. Who's after him? No one. I'd not give you anywhere near that for him, though, Birmingham. I'm just putting that out there. They'll be like, he's one of only 7 defensive midfielders in the entire save, though. Like, who is James Bridge? On loan. I can't just sell everyone in this episode, lads. I mean, if you want him, you can pay $8.50 for him. And we're going to have a look at your squad. You got a Russian who needs first team football. We'd be willing to give him it. You got Jeff Breslin, adaptability 5, though. You got Ricardo Gardner. He would be a fun signing, wouldn't he? They grabbed him from Bolton. Yeah, they have. Let's get him on our shortlist in case he becomes unhappy. Would this guy get you... How have you got him a work permit? His strength concerns me for a defensive midfielder, but he's got everything else. Either footed as well. We're going to wait and see what happens with those loanees. Check got him before, haven't we? Right. Backup goalkeeper. Let's see what he thinks about that. What do you think about squad? Let's try and skim him 10k. Right, Justin Walker's coming in. We are going to try him straight in that defensive midfield spot. We did win. But I'm still going to get another bid in for Trev. Oh, Watford. Who are you going to be playing him over? I would probably have whichever one of these guys you are dropping. I'm going to be honest with you. So we've not even had to hit his release fee. $7.50 for Big Trev. I think this is going to happen. Yeah, especially as he's foolishly allowing himself to have, potentially, very low fee. Right, signing coming in, Christoph Finnbogson. So it's nice to have that sorted straight away. He is going to be the backup, even though I've lied to him. And here we go. This is our chance to try and see, is the away formation going to work? Right, that's worked out well because he is back. We're going to get Snapey out. Let's get Walker in. What they did, a defensive midfielder who's pushed up is basically a sweeper. Jeff is on a 76, so he's coming straight back out. Short-lived that. I've not even got the right I've not even got the right formation on. Here we go. Let's get rid of the midfield and the forwards. So right. Walker is set. I've got one thing right. I'm going to go Wone, standing, Christoph, or Cristal even. Then we're going Booth, Bull, Newbie. What have I done wrong there? Newbie on the bench, Hyde on the bench, Williams on the bench. That's my thinking. Have I created any issues there? Andy Booth's only an 83. I'm gonna. What have we got? Saturday to Saturday. We're gonna go with that. Right, we are on more direct passing. We're going to see if this means we can be a bit more robust away from home and stand up to the threat of these people. Right, I've just seen that I've got it on top chat. So apologies if I have missed anyone's comments. I hate that it defaults to that. Don't think I've missed anything. And hopefully, we're not going to be missing 3 points away from home. Bull has scored. It's his 5th league goal of the season. He must surely be up there in the top scorers. George Nadal, that's why we're trying to sign him. I've just seen his release fee is not 300k neither, is it? That's his value, and his release fee is 1.5. So we won't be paying that for him. I don't get why we're so porous away from home. And that's when near enough all of our goals conceded have come from George Nadal. He's out here desperate to impress. Matt Clark never saw that. George Nadal had not scored a league goal. He'd not scored a goal in competitive football this season. Now he's on for a hat-trick after only 25 minutes. I was confident we had turned the corner with the away form, and apparently not. Terrible effort by Booth. He's at danger of being replaced by either Big Trev or John Newby for the next away game. Tried to stay loyal to him, and he's completely misjudged that. That's not rewarding my loyalty, is it, Andy? Oi, Boofy! He is playing a 6, right? Let's get Wone off. Let's get Hyde on. How's Walker doing? Walker's doing okay in midfield there. I mean, is that too close to what we would normally do? It's like, maybe you should play with 3 centre-backs the way it gives. I've only just seen that, and that's kind of what I've moved to. Got to go to work now. Sorry to hear that, Patrick. Thanks for dropping by, though, mate. We'll catch up later. Now, my worry is I didn't check what shots we were on prior to moving. Big Tish beats the goalkeeper. Must be a header from a corner. We're back in this. They're looking to get men forward. Can we hold them at just the 2, though, with this new look back 3? Still feel like if you look at this, we are kind of open in midfield. That's why I've pushed Justin up with a ball. We've got a lot of wide bodies. I don't know if we'd want to like push the wing backs in when we've got the ball, make more of a block. Maybe push them in there so they're closer to the wide players ahead of them. Oh no. Nadal didn't mean that. That's his hat-trick. That goal must surely seal it. Heaney's made a save. Matt Clark's playing a 4. We've got goals going in that shouldn't count. I'm thinking I might just reset and go like 4-4-2 next game, away from home. Booth's just headed one wide. We're going to go on to lose 3-2 to Swindon, who are right down the bottom of the league. We lost 2-1 to Hereford, who'd not won a game. The away form is really, really costing us at the minute. I'm like, we could try 5-3-2, direct. Like, we could even potentially go short passing. I think we're going to give this a try. Especially as it solves my defensive midfielder woe. It's annoying that this is working so well and doesn't seem... I mean, we could try this away from home and just drop these guys. So we've got a block. Something else we could think about. I'm not surprised after what he's just done to us. What? What? Oh, I tried to stiff him, didn't I? I'm like, why has that happened? That is specifically my fault. I understand now. But let's see who's expiring, because we are reaching expiring season time. Antoine Sibieski. I mean, what a signing he would be for us. Once first team football, we might be able to pry him away prior to end of the season if we need, or the contract point, which is still like 2 months away. In a 3-5-2 formation, the gap between the midfielders and the strikers is too large. Simply place one of the midfielders in the position behind the striker. Yeah, that's always normally my thinking as well. I mean, could we jump back to Sampdoria? What's going on over in Serie A or Serie A? Oh, it's only just started. I mean, he's only lost one game. He did lose 5-1. But how are our old boys doing? It's not always greener, is it, lads? They're not even playing. Like, I bought them the game's best youth player. They're not even playing him. I've ruined his career. Right, if we get that offer accepted for Benjamin again, I'm not going to change his... I'm going to change his release fee, but I'm not going to change his money. I'm going to stop trying to save myself like 70k. Especially as we've now got like 13 million in the bank, 7 million to spend. I mean, if he comes in and he does so well that someone triggers that 3.6, worried I'd ended the stream there, clicked my other mouse, I would be delighted to lose him for that. Is Gifton still there? He's gone now. Right. Is Jeff finally fit? Jeff is fit. He's coming back in. Walker's going to stay in. Standing is going to drop to the bench. Hyde is going to come back in for Wone. Swap those two around because I want Hyde on the bench. Not Hyde on the bench. I want Standing on the bench. Newby's going to come back in. Have I got everyone right? No, Newby and Ball need to switch around. We've got the striker, the deadly striker through the centre, and then the young man to do the running on the outside. Then Wone, Standing, Williams. I think I want to change Wone, actually. I think I'd rather have Solved. Right, can we get another home win? Just put him in and now he's out. Oh, I didn't put him in. Can we get another home win and rebound from another disappointing away loss? 5-3-2 version 2. We don't normally do fantastic against this. I think I might try this with our away. So the guys aren't pushed all the way up, so they're pushed into midfield. And then leave these strikers, and then push this guy up. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're more compact then. Where are Stoke? Not in the top half. 12th. Like we need to sort this away format. We would be up there. Maybe not. but we should be challenging up there with Burnley, not messing around here outside of the playoffs. Oh, no. Crow had strayed offside, so that saved us. Not had a shot, though. Right, let's try and match them. Still not had a shot. Oh, Andy Booth advances on the goalkeeper, fires one in. He scored his third of the season. He's in danger of being the striker who's going to start missing out. And there's an incredible crowd here. Right, we're going to drop Hyde. We're going to leave Hyde sitting in. He's not doing great out there. We're kind of getting overran by their midfield and wing backs. So if we drop him in, let's see if we can do more of a midfielder's job from there. Try to bring him in now. You have money, don't wait till the summer. Do you mean Sibieski? Newby powers one. Lovely football by Man City. If only Newby could have scored. He's not scored since he got that hat-trick, I don't think. Oh, he scored one since then. I'm thinking might go an extra body in midfield. Because we still feels like we're being outpowered here. Yeah, we've not had a shot this half, apparently. Right, Newby's just been carded, so that is going to be the end of him. We're going to get Michael standing on for Newby. I'm going to drop him into here. I'm going to push Hyde. No, do you know what? I'm going to leave Hyde down. I'm just going to leave this guy pushed out. No, I'm not. We're going to go with the kind of 4-3-3 system. So those two are going to push out. Then we've got the holders. Let's see if this can negate some of this possession that Stoke are having. We've still only had that one shot. Ball unleashes a volley. There we go. Straight away, it's yielded an actual shot. We've finally got the strikers in the game. Man City win a corner, standing to swing it over. Reeves has just nearly added a second. Who is David Reeves? I don't recognise this guy at all. We're in danger of losing our perfect record here at Main Road. It would have been worse to have lose it with a loss. I'd rather take a draw the way this has gone. And we're not going to be getting a draw at the minute because Reeves has added his second. It's the second disallow. The Crochet has been our man of the match today from old B. Polke's assistants. And it's not going to matter because they've scored and there's no way that one's being rolled out. Lads, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Seem content to play in their own half. We're going long ball. That's all I know when I'm panicked. Oh, Boland forward from left wing back there nearly saves us with a volley. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. We're down in 10th now. Right, we've got Tranmere at home, League Cup. Then we've got Exeter away. I mean, I'm so pleased to be getting rid of whoever Tony Elliott is. Especially he's on nearly like $3 grand a week. Since we've sold Shaw, we've just not been the same team, sadly. He's not happy with the release fee. It's like, if I'm signing you for $750, I don't particularly want you to be having a release fee of like $850, especially as I'm giving you 160k. I'm going to see if I can get that to about 1.7. That's good for me though, because that's giving me a space. If we go on page 2 here. So look at Jeff. Yeah, he's not great, is he? That's frustrating to me, that we're going to lose him to Blackburn. I wonder, we might in a bit, we might have to have a full look through the expired list, because both of those, Max Moore, who's gone to Piacenza here, and Gifted Noel Williams were just sat out there. Right. Hot prospect. 1.9. This is my final offer, Trevor Benjamin. I'll not be messed around anymore. Let's get Marcel. No, let's get Russell. Let's get Vaughan. Going full strength. Especially as we're in a rut. We're at home against Premiership opposition. We're going to go very fast for the first half. We want to get back to the league. We'll go down to normal speed for the second half. And we're doing better, annoyingly, against Premier League Tranmere than we are against, or than we did against Stoke. Have you not been sacked yet, Kev? Not yet. We are nosediving in form, though, having been on an absolute heater on Monday, Jazz. See if you can bring in Idle Tal. Have we looked him up before? Where was he? Right, Hyde is struggling again. Let's get the Screaming Eagle on. I don't know if Justin Walker. Let me adjust my legs as well. Get my keyboard ready for some typing. I don't know if Walker is working out at defensive mid. Maybe we should just try him at sweeper in the next away game. We're going to play for nil. Start from there to rebuild our shattered confidence. Harry Taylor. That's probably it. We probably needed to win this home leg to have any chance of progressing versus such strong opposition. Got Mark Schwarzer in goals as well. Look, and Kevin Davies. They get him from... Oh, this might not be it. Kevin Davies. I'm sure he started at Chesterfield, didn't he? Unless I'm mistaken. Sorry, Kev, I have to leave. Hope you turn things around. Not a problem. Not a problem. Hopefully we will. If not, you know, team number 5. Mill must score. I don't think we've done too bad today, considering. It's frustrating that we've on such a slump in the league. I blame Swindon. It's because I'm always talking so negatively about them here. Right, we're going to get standing on for Cristal. Cristal's dropped off from his excellent start. We're going to get Russell on for Booth. We've got 60 minutes left, hopefully, to turn this back into the Man City promotion party. I don't know how long they will wait if we're struggling, though, because we did get the job midway through the season which shows to me that they're not going to be the most lenient. You just need to hang on until 2008 until the money comes in. We've got so much money for this version. We've got 7.5 million to spend and 14 in the bank. We've built our own money club. Oh, the Kevin Davies you just looked at attacking midfield left. The Kevin Davies you're thinking of as a striker. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if that was him. Because if, for example, Wayne Bridge is attacking midfield on one of these ones. Right, we've got Exeter away. I'm going to be really cowardly. I'm going to put in a sweeper. I'm going to go long ball. I'm not going to go offside trap with a sweeper. I might go pressing. Might press the life out of teams. Not the bravest tactics for 16th place, Exeter. But, you know, needs must. Needs must. No, we're done with Trev. We are done with Trev. Right, let's have a look at expired. What do we have out here? Maybe a big Lithuanian's what we need. Feel free to shout out if you see someone that you think I have missed. Let's keep going down. That's Paul Beavers. Nope. Liam Walshy. He's pretty interesting looking regen, him, isn't he? I wonder... Oh, he's not even a regen. Real person. Zoran. What a brilliant name. As much as I'd love a Macedonian, there's no way we're signing a 2-cap Macedonian. The Tinkerman is back. Yeah, exactly. Right, let's have a look at shooting. It was just on goalkeeping stats as well, I've just seen, because obviously it has both. Is there any strikers that have slipped through? I think this list is done. Moldovan, Ivan Tistmirantru. No. Right. Let's have a look who's for sale. Dale Watkins. Dale Watkins went to, and we were supposed to be looking at Aiden Tal, weren't we? Have I spelled that right? Let's try his other one. It was Tar we were after, wasn't it? Yeah, Aiden Tar. It doesn't look like he's on here. No. Watkins just recently moved to like St. Mirren or someone. Let's see if we can grab Sibieski for like 400k. 350. Let's start there. Paul Dickoff already unhappy. Knew that would happen, didn't we? I feel like with the talent that we've already got, that we shouldn't be needing to even sign anyone. We should just be sorting this out and winning from here. This is why I've gone to my extremely negative long ball system here. So let's get this fully set up. I'm thinking ball and newbie for this. So Walker is going to come in at sweeper. Then we're going to go Matteo, who could also play sweeper, and then Tish, who could all. But maybe we'll just go 3 sweepers. I can't believe we've got 4 sweepers, and that's kind of like washed over me. I'm going to get Vaughan in at left for the time being. Kenner at right. Sigtorsson on this one. I'm not sure. I need to have a check. That's a good shout. Midfield 3. Hyde is out. Let's get Wone, Standing, Solved. And then the front 2 is going to be Newbie Bull. Crystal on the bench. Geary on the bench. Bowling on the bench because of his versatility. They're playing short football. We are on long ball. So they've got Sean Wright-Phillips out here playing against me. I didn't even realise they were in the same league as us. I can't wait for Sean Wright-Phillips to score past me. How about going back to Sweden? Lots of talents there for good price. Maybe Johan Wallander. Yeah, maybe we need to get a scout back out. Could do with John Newby grabbing a goal here. Need to win this. It's not about not losing. Free kick after Mateo has brought down Sean Wright-Phillips. Oh, ball headed at goal. Ball misses. We're doing okay with the shots. We're not getting any on target, though. We're going to keep it on long ball for the first half. Then we're going to go down to merely direct, I think, for the second. So I'm not as worried about this when we're on long ball. This was my focus of today. Michael Standing with his first goal for Man City. Puts us 1-0 up away here. Maybe we'll just keep it on long ball. It got us out of the conference. Newby is not liking it, even though he should be loving it. Strength of 19. Especially with that pace and... acceleration is only 6, actually. Maybe that's the problem. Taking him a long time to get up to speed. Got those wing backs pushed into midfield. Ball hits it from distance, completely misjudged that. Got no strikers on the bench though to change those two out. We could go to a attacking midfielders behind ball, pushed on. I always feel, Newby hits the crossbar. I was going to say, I always feel like a long ball system needs 2 strikers, though. Perfectly timed tackle by Richardson on ball. Oh, Solved. Since he had that mercurial run when he first came in, he's not really been the same person. Right, Newby's going to come off. Let's get Crystal on. We're going to get... Walker's doing okay. We're going to get Geary on for Wone. Wone's one of those people, he's not fantastic attributes, but he's got... It seems to do well. Just seems to do well. Right, desperately needs us to hold on, Man City. Especially after the run we've been on. We've only won 1 away from home. We concede so many goals away from home. Long range by Crystal blazes it over. Kenner scrambles that away. Ball with a fair shot over the bar. Difficult chance. Surrounded by defenders. Are we going to hang on? We have hung on. Final whistle's gone. And we finally ended the losing streak, grabbed a win, and put ourselves back up on the edge of things. What's up, fellas? Hello there, Ruffy. What is up is that's our first win in flipping ages, it feels like. Lost in the League Cup. Lost to Stoke. Lost to Swindon. Right, what? Why did you want to play for us before? Oh, you do want to play for us, but you want an insane amount of money, Antoine. I'm going to offer you 7K. I don't think that's unfair. Where's Tom Youngs? He was on loan in our league last year. Well, there's Mark Poon. Let's give him a click, just because he comes up so often. Wasn't Exeter not promoted last season? Was that Lincoln are up in the Championship? They played pretty well, I thought. I watched that game versus Middlesbrough the other day. Yeah, they had a clear plan and a clear system in place. And it nearly worked. They were undone by the striker that Middlesbrough spent a lot of money on from Spurs. I'm blanking on his name at the minute. I feel like Jermaine McSporran, if we could grab him, could be a real good addition to our team. Timo. Right, let's have a look for Sigthorsson. Which should be spelt something like that. No, he's not on here, I don't think, because he would be in with these guys, wouldn't he? Shame. That could have been what we needed to push us over. Lancashire, yes. Steve Howie is for sale, is he? I'd missed that. Let's have a check. Oh, Sobieski. Where is David Hurst? Oh, he's at Hearts. I was like, has he gone for a minute there? I was like, has he gone on loan to Northampton? Marion Ramon. No. Oh yeah, there is Howie. It's on 20k. I'm gonna halve that to begin with. I'm gonna play my annoyingly slow game of creeping up. Good spot though. Keith Gillespie as well. He could be someone that could work in our system. Let me just have a check at him first before we where's he gone? Let's have a look at Nezovic. Is he already decided he doesn't want to play for us between that click? Oh, he's there. Something's happened. He's at Chavez. He's happy to stay at the club, so I'm not gonna get him for a low ball offer. Is my concern. Bergstrom. Was he on the list? Or was he someone that we need to be searching for? Whilst the keyboard's at handy range. Are you thinking Kristen? Probably Kristen, I imagine, looking at that. Let's just check you there, Johan. I mean, Kristen is pretty tasty, isn't he? I feel like we possibly need to trigger that 1.6 or whatever it was. It's been a while since we've checked the shortlist. Let's go back there. Oh, do you know what? It's just dawned on me. We've got so many people not doing any training that we've brought in on loan since we started. That won't be helping things. Liverpool will be like, is there a reason that John Newby's not done any training all season? I'll be like, yeah, I always forget that it does that because it's an odd thing to do, isn't it? Jeff Kenner as well. No wonder he's loving life here. He's like, don't do anything, lads. Turn up on Saturday, play the games on 10k a week from Man City. Get another 15 or whatever he's on from Blackburn. I'm like, how much could we get him for? Well, at least rest. Yeah, good point. Good point. At least they're all rested. It's like dagger through my heart, gifted Noel Williams. Right, we're going to see how this system works. I'll give you 875k for him for sure. He's going to go into that defensive midfield spot, I think. Stuart Pearce announced his decision to retire. Steve Howie's accepted the offer. Right, hopefully you're going to actually want to come in and play for me. Right, let's see if we can get him a bit. He's going to have that, but we can't give him the money. Let's just see what he says. Right, bench then. We're going to go Williams, Andy Booth. Otherwise unchanged. We are only 1-0 down. We are only 1-0 down. So, not a disaster. If we can grab a goal. Peter Prosper, he was at, we did own him at Perugia. I don't know where he's gone from there. I'm sure he wasn't there when we looked. Looks like he's been pushed out somewhere. Their cruel owner didn't want anyone associated with me. Won't play Saviola. Sold Prosper. Won't sell me Chris Bart-Williams because he knows I want him back. Chris Bart will be loving life out there in Italy, though. First ever goal. Chris Short. Probably the tie over. I'd take a decent performance, though. Not any shots, though. We are on long balls, so let's at least get that off. It's probably not the system for a much stronger team. Would be my thinking. Struggle here. Right, we're going to get ball off because he didn't have the best fitness. Let's get Geary on. Let's get some footballers on and see, can we football our way to at least a goal here away at Premier League Tranmere. One goal's not going to get us in the tie anyway because we'll still be 2-1 down overall, but Christopher Edge, his first, everyone who scored past us for them has scored their first ever goals. Potentially looking for positives, but I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's too bad. They're 2 divisions above us. They're 6th in the Premier League, so they're not a terrible team, are they? Right, we're back to home stuff versus Notts County. Let me save the 5-3-2 defensive. We're going to go back to the home system. Now, can we build? I was worried that was me there. So Blackburn have stolen all of those players and then just fired the manager. We're not going to be able to attract Steve Howie just because he just wants way too much money. What's this guy on? He's on 15,000. I'm like, I wonder if they'd loan us him. Oh, Tish. Not going to stand in his way. Right, Craig Russell. 250. Let's get him out. Jody Craddock. That's a great signing, lads. And Lee Cardsley. And Kenny Irons. Oh, it's Kevin Irons. A look at Rasmussen. Yeah, let's have a check of where Prosper has gone, at least. Ooh, this is not good. Press the wrong button. I was worried that was a crash there. I've hit the Windows key. Panic over. This is why I try not to mess with... Oh, he's gone to Roma. So he's moved up the leagues. Oh, look at Prosper. He got 8 in 26 his first year. 2.6 million move to Torino, where he hit 10 in 40. Then he's moved to Roma, where he's played 1 game. I'm going to imagine he's right on the fringes of their squad because of the rules. I mean, we would have him on loan. I'd have Dario as well. But Carsten Janka, what a player to have in Roma's outrageous team. Would you vote for Count Binface? Probably. Like, over some of the other options. Can Count Binface play defensive midfield is the real question. Right, Walker, Standing, Solved, Newbie, Wone, Ball. So Ball needs to go back in where Wone was. So it's going to be Booth, Ball. Really need a defensive midfielder. Have we got anyone else to try there other than Walker? I don't think Walker is doing it. I don't think Hyde would do a good job when he's back because of his adaptability. I might, do you know what? I'm going to try Paul Williams in there. Let's do that. Rasmussen is a Dane. You can never go wrong with a Dane. Not biased at all since I'm a Dane. I don't feel like we've had as many Danish as we have Swedes, Finns, Norwegians, and Icelandics. I don't know the term for that. Notts County. Short. Where are they? So they're not in the top half. They're 19th. Let's get this off fast. Get this down to fast. Come on, Man City. Let's build another little winning streak. Keep long balling teams to death away from home. Get back up there. Start to use Paul Williams as defensive midfielder. I'm kind of capped with who we can sign, I feel like. I imagine Binface is more of a sweeper. Of course. Of course he is. Sweepy up, man. So close from Gareth Taylor. So we've got potentially two distinct styles. I'm not unhappy with that performance versus Tranmere at all. I know we lost 2-0, but we've been terrible away from home, and then we had to go to the 6th in the Premier League. We're back at home now. Little bit of morale. Standing has scored. In on loan from Benfica. I'm like, what else do you have for us? Benfica. What's his back? Oh, I keep calling it the backup now. What's your backup nationality? I know that's not the term for that. Chicabala. Sounds like something I would wrongly order in a restaurant, and then it would be too spicy for me. We got a Lescott sighting. Must be on loan from Villa. I think it's more about getting results than that. Yeah, I agree. Grind out the results. We've got a little stuffed animal on the side of the pitch, like Stuart Pearce's daughter's. Was it a pony? I feel like Booth is going to be a better goalkeeper than Newby. He's a big lad. I know I'm basing that on body type. Thomas has scored. First goal of the season. Tony Thomas. We were doing so well. Matt Clark's been sent off. It's now 2-2. We've got Andy Booth in goal. Lindbergh has scored on loan from Sheffield Wednesday. And it's probably unlikely that we are going to hang on to this. Don't carry a goalkeeper on the bench. I don't think anyone does, because it's a crazy era. It feels like when this happens, this era of football feels like 100 years ago. We'll probably take a point now. They've had a yellow card of their own. Lovering must now be careful. Double substitution for them. I don't know what I'm going to do subs-wise. Long range by standing. Superb play. I think we're going to get... What's Salford? Salford's playing a 7. I don't want to mess with that. I was going to get Crystal on. Give it Geary or Boland. Do you know what? I'm not touching it. I'm letting the ones who are out there deal with this. If they're going to score, I'd rather they scored now than let me get a load of hope about us grabbing a point while down to 10 men with Andy Booth in goal. Beadle puts it into Horvath. This is where the free subs is always a problem, is you don't want to waste the space on goalkeeper. Exactly. Especially as we always use the free subs. Beadle has scored. Blasted at the top corner by Bull. What a fine goal that would have been. Right, we're going to get Newby off. We're going to get Crystal on. We're going to put him here behind Bull and push him up. Let's rest Solvid's legs. Let's get Geary to the right. Might as well try and rescue the point. They've basically scored with every shot they've had on target since we went down. They scored the penalty against Andy Booth. And then they've scored 2 of their other 3 chances they've had on target. One of them might not even have been against Booth. It might have been against Clark. I've got no disappointment at that. I'm disappointed that we're 10th, but for me that doesn't count because of the whole Matt Clark sending off. What do you have for me over here, Iceland? I was like, maybe we could get him on loan, but no, he wants to go to a bigger club. Doesn't want to come join Man City, scrapping around in the Championship. Passing of 20. Pace of 4. He's like, I can't run very fast, but I can pass the ball really, really well. Defensive midfielder, finally. This is where they are. Iceland are hoarding them all. It's never going to be me. Try that justification with a board, yeah. Not saying I'm worried, but let's just have a look. It's not a lot on at the minute. Maybe we could bounce up back in Series C. The studs. Maybe we could finally bring him in. We've tried to sign him for like every team we've managed, it feels like. I still want Notman. Let's get some loans in for these lads. Not as interested in him. It's specifically Notman that I want. Let's have a look at Berg. Oh, they're in there trying to steal him. We did say we were sending the scouts out, didn't we? Right, Scandinavia. And then in honor of our Dane, let's get someone off to Denmark. You can't sack me. That loss did not count because we were down to 10 men. It's like, lads, I had Andy Booth in goal. I think we did well to keep it at 3-2. Maybe you should give me an extension, not a sacking. Ooh, genuinely satisfied. That feels laced. Derek Lilly's contract is expired. We are already at that. Seems like we are. Alex Notman, why do you do these things? Why do you not want to play for me? Alex. I'm like, this guy is normally electric on here. I'm just going to try and buy him. Where's Paul? I was hoping Paul was going to be a defensive midfielder there. I should just buy Kevin Harper so I stop looking at him. What about Savage? Oh, he's attacking midfield. Savage would do a job for us, I feel like. I'll offer you that, Leicester. I'd like these players in now rather than waiting. I might if I wait too long, I might not even be their manager. That is my worry. That's my big worry. Have we got any like aged out vets down here who could come in and immediately save me? 5 win streak now, and they'll carry you carry me through. Right, here we are. This feels like a big one. I'm also tempted to back out of this and go back in with less money. Let's see what he says first. What do you want? Do you know what? It's not the time. It's not the time, but to be trying to save like 600,000. Let's see if we can get him in. Is it because of the transfer thing? Let's try 1 million. Seems as they're annoying me. Can I ask for more money to give to players? No, you can't. It's not on this one, is it? Board requests must be the next one along. Right, so they're not accepting that. I'll be back, lads, so don't you worry. I mean, he's having a good season for Crew. Let's try indispensable. It's weird that he'll accept important but not indispensable. What about if I bump this up for you? We'll leave it at 2.9. I'm happy with that. And I'll give you a little bit more there to cover those wages. I think that's very fair. Especially if you've been here a long time. And you've seen how I normally like to try and skim everyone's money. Oh, Kako. Why? Why do you not like... It's not that much less. I've significantly reduced the wage bill. I don't want to pay 775k for him. Seeing Robbie Savage, he is the Forest Green Rovers manager now. Funny how things work out. He was also in the Derby team, wasn't he? The 11-point crew. It's a shame that Lindvoy's tackling is so low. Because he's got everything else that you would probably want. This has really annoyed me. I'm going to go back in. I'm just going to offer him the moon in terms of a signing on fee. Why? Why do you need him? You don't need him. You don't need him like I need him, Sheffield Wednesday. You've got Andy Smith. And Scott Oakes. Scott Oakes, bit rubbish. You've got Nicholas Alexanderson. You've got Dennis Wise. Dennis Wise could be my signing. Oh, that's so annoying. There's not a chance we're getting him now. They're going to give him the money. Right, back to the system. Midfield is okay. That looks okay. I want to get... I'm thinking about putting Williams back in midfield. I'm getting Walker back in there. I know Walker can play midfield, actually. I might do that. Where's Walker? Where have you gone, Justin Walker? Yeah, let's get Walker in midfield. Let's try him there. I want Booth on the bench. Crystal's away anyway. Oh, Hyde is back. This is good. This is starting to look a lot better now. I've not brought anyone in on loan that's not training, have I? No. Yeah, much happy with this. Much happy with this. We're going to keep long ball on. Had missed him. Let's get Larry in. Let's see if we can long ball Lincoln here at Sinsel Bank. Before Forest Green Rovers, man. Oh, Kieran Dyer was a good CD, I remember. He probably wouldn't be interested. I think he's got Cov, hasn't he? I think he's gone Coventry. Before Forest Green Rovers manager for a revived club, I always mixed up the names, but then I think it's Mansfield. They went bankrupt and bought by a car salesman who's now forced to leave the board. I always get Mansfield and Macclesfield mixed up, so you can be excused. There's some clubs that are like that, aren't there? Vaughan puts it over. Strike by John Newby, closed down. It's frustrating. We've been so close to getting Trevor Benjamin, Hakor Gudnason, Steve Howie. I've really reduced the wage bill from when I came in. The squad's much smaller, but we're like a few thousand short of being able to absolutely Fulham the division. We've got 20 minutes left. I am thinking about putting that stupid hat on for the last 15. I need its cursed power. I know I shouldn't give in to the dark Sonic side, but... I mean, we're doing the thing again. There's a lot of shots. But they're not necessarily on target. I think that's the downside of long ball. It's all very harem scarum. Let's go direct. Newby's having a stinker again. So big Booth's coming on. If you're a Man City fan now, you'd be like, look at him, he's just sat there sipping his water. He keeps looking at that bloody Sonic hat. Right, I'm going to get standing off. Don't like these double yellow cards that we've got. Or triple now. Right. Geary for standing. I'm going to get bowling on. I know he's the wrong foot, but... How is Sigthorsson doing in the game? He's not on it, Spudmeister. We had a check for him before. Oh, Ball looks certain to score. We needed that, and we've not had it. We have had more shots on target. They've gone long ball. I'm like, am I going to fire Williams up front? He's played everywhere else. He's left-footed, isn't he? This saved me before. Let's get Geary there, because he is actually right-footed. Need a goal. Desperately need a goal. That Hargreaves scores past you no matter what team he's on. I remember scoring a brace against you for Hereford, and I asked if it was Owen Hargreaves. Yes, I do remember that. Done nothing since going to that system. Oh, Booth has a crack at goal. It's time to panic by a striker. That's it. I want to try and get as many games in as possible before the end, but we're down in 12th. We are down in 12th. We've got Walsall coming up next. I don't feel like we do well against Walsall. I take it that's Derek Adams, who's now a manager, isn't it? I'm like, Kevin, I know I keep coming back on him, but would he do a job for us on the left-hand side? And then he could also play in midfield when we need, because he's got passing 15, crossing 15. Off the ball's not fantastic, though. Let's get this on non-expiring forwards. Been dipping in and out and not seeing you using the fabled 4-1-3-2. Is that on purpose? It has the goat tactic on some version of Chapman 3. Well, yeah, we've not used it. I don't think it always works for me. I'm like, we're getting to the stage where we might try that away from home because I'm kind of desperate now. That feels like what Fulham would do. Just throw 2 million at some Spaniard. Let's try and unsettle him. I mean, we did look at Dougie, didn't we? His determination is good. If we could get a little loan in for him. Let's see what they say to that. Alan. Out here in Le Havre. What's wrong with him? I thought he was... Oh, he's injured. I was like... Right, Steve Slade never stopped scoring past me. Is he someone that could save me? He's in the Premier League on our other playthrough. Derek Adams is now director of football for Plymouth Argyle, according to Wikipedia. Oh, right. Was it Ross County? So kind of got the league right. Right, here we go. We're going for a Mercurio Spaniard. Antonio Pinala. I can't say I'm familiar with his work. Was it Barca, 1988? Let's see. Can we do this? Right, so he wants important to drop down to Division 2. I think that's pretty fair, considering I can't give him that. I'm going to try him at 9,000. It's a hell of a pay cut for him. But you would be coming in and being a big star for Masio's Man City, at least whilst I am here. This is the episode of failure, is what it feels like. As I was saying, let's get to this game. What is Dougie free? He's on 9,000, so we might actually be able to afford him. I would like him on loan, though, first. Let's actually offer the money. Or most of it. Big Patrick. I think Patrick is going to get some time in the team. Because I'm kind of sick of everyone else. So they might as well give this guy a chance. Oh, there's Luke Jack. He's delighted to sign for Crew or whoever it was. Won't sign for me. Hopefully he's unhappy now, is he? Not quite unhappy. Right, you guys let me know. Would you rather have, if it was you, would you go McSporran, potentially for like 2 million, or would we go Friedman? Friedman has got some better parts to him, but I think we're going to have to pay that 975. He's not even transfer listed. I've just seen. That's why they've not accepted it. Right, Walker is out. That's not good. Jordi Cruyff. Could he save us? What have you got striker-wise that like you're not using? Who's Gibson? I mean, Feeney's pretty good, isn't he? Let's try and get Feeney on loan. Determination is horrible. We've got Charlie Miller. He would do a good job for us, but he's a bit expensive. What did you pay for him? Oh, nothing. It must have been the year after, because I'm sure he goes to Dundee, doesn't he? Or Dundee United. I'm not sure which one now. Right, goalkeeper is out. So Finn Bogson is finally in for his debut. Right, Bull is going to come in to the centre. We're going to go Patrick, Bull, Newbie. Booth is going to go on the bench. What's the midfield like? Williams, Standing, Hyde. I want Standing and Hyde the other way around. And there we go. That is it. Oh, Tiji's back. Let's get him back in. 4-4-2 short. David Flitcroft. We've got no Gary redemption story now. They've kind of lost all of their core of like power players that they have at the start. Can Big Patrick, the Hogfather, Bull, Newbie, can we get them going? Not a lot in it for the strikers. Dougie is good in the air. McSporran is a speed merchant. Worth considering whether you are playing with width and plenty of crosses or are you going narrow. This is a problem. Away from home, I don't know what I'm doing. Got so in my own head. It is nice that in the last 2 away games, I know we lost one, but we've only let in 1 goal. So it's just the shooting we need to sort out, or the goals. Need to get this home form going again, though. He had to be a defensive midfielder, didn't he? We've been desperate for a defensive midfielder all stream. And then this guy comes in and you've probably cost me my job. Bit early for that, but you know I love a Graham Taylor impression. Dominic Matteo, is that his first goal of the season? First goal of the season. We're back in this. Oh, John Newby strikes with fury. You need that hat. I think the hat's coming back next away game. Just going to have to accept. I'm nothing without that hat. Right, other than the fact that we're drawing, it's not been a terrible 45 minutes of football from us. Walsall our second had completely missed that. It is still early in the season. We've not drawn a single game. I don't know how I'd missed that. I just spotted that. We've won 6, lost 6. Williams is getting carded. So we need to keep an eye on him with the amount of work that we're asking him to do there in defensive midfield. David Kelly denied a great goal just after we checked how he was doing. Oh, the Hogfather. First ever goal for Man City. He's finally back from his prolonged injury spell. We've shunted him out to the left. Is he going to reward us with a winning goal? Hyde is playing 6. Williams is on a 7 and a card. I'm thinking Boland. Let's get Gary on for Paul. I'm nervous about that yellow card. Let's get Geary on for Hyde. Two changes there. This would be a big win against second place Walsall. Ball with a drive. Stewart manages to get the block. Standing swings the corner over. Come on, let's keep this pressure up, Man City. Gary bears down on goals. Gary strikes. It is unlucky number 13 for Walsall because our number 13 has made it 3-1. And we're not going to throw this away now, surely. Not with how strong we have been at home. You basically need us to get a goalkeeper sent off to stand any chance here at Main Road. It's keeping me in the job, this home form. Yes! 10th place. We're back in the dotted line chase. We can maybe get 2 more games in here. Right, we've got Bury away. Patrick is injured or struggling. Let's get this on direct. I'm thinking I'm going to go 1 striker, 1 attacking midfielder. I was like, we're going to push these on? I don't think I am. In your face, hat. Exactly. I don't need the hat's cursed, tempting dark power. This guy interested in playing for me? Can you imagine if this was how real football managers or real football teams worked? It's like, well, we saw a news story about the team, and then we were like, well, what other players does this team that I forgot exists have? And then this guy was one of them. 17th in Division 1. Wished I'd checked out Casanova now. What a brilliant name. Two million is a bit too much for me at the minute. I'm thinking I'm gonna meet that. That's it. I'm pleased with this. Lee Feeney coming in. Determination is not what I would normally look for in a player. I'm like, is it John O'Clock? but I feel like he could do a job for us here. Well, in real life, you have people for that. It would be funny. Oh, right. I forgot all about you. Sorry, would you like to play for us? Scoralis is off to... He's finally realising his England dream, or playing in England dream. Right. We need to sort out the strikers here. Let's clear all of this midfield out, and the subs. Williams, Mateo, Tij, Vaughan, Kenner. Happy with all of that, because Walker is still out. Finn is in. What are we going to do in midfield then? We're going to go Hyde, Standing, Geary. I feel like that's a good midfield. We're going to get new Feeney in. Is he going to finally do the role that I hoped Clint was going to do? Then we're going to go... I'm thinking we're going to go Bull. Bull, Booth. Standing's on an 86 that I've just spotted. Let's get Solve in. Crystal to the bench. Boland bench. I'm fairly happy with that. And we're on direct pressing. Dean Kiley's there. Mark Abercrombie. Fanciest name of footballers ever had. Where are these guys? They are down there. If we can't get a win here... Free ticket to Goodwood Revival if he signs. If we can't get a win here... I don't know. I'll resign. I'm not really going to resign. But it'll show that we've got a huge away problem. Oh, Feeney, hopeful looking shot. Penalty. Feeney runs up, hits the penalty. He's taking penalties. He's only been here 11 minutes. We signed him during the week. Not even sure why he's taking them. On loan from Rangers. And we are winning. We are winning away in the league. Hopefully, that's the... I was right. When I saw that Williams had done it, Williams being the sweeper, I was like, that's not going to be good. That's going to be a penalty. We're getting kind of battered, it seems like. But then we've scored a second. Steve Bull is the scorer. This man is carrying us this year, it feels like, in terms of the goals. My worry is that he's, with his age and the amount that we're playing him, he's going to have an absolute drop-off. Let's have a look at Fullerton. I missed that he was there. On loan. He's not a terrible player. What else does Sheffield United have for us? Because they're Premier League now. They've got Kevin Phillips. If only. Should have saw how Benito Carboni was doing. Maybe we could reunite him with the Man City fans here. And this is sadly, unless the next game's a couple of days away, this is going to have to be the final action for the stream. I've got strawberries to cut, crisps to prepare. He's not done too bad, the goalkeeper, since he's come in for Clark. Not saying we're going to keep him in. We have only had the 4 shots. Oh, easy chance for Solved. First goal of the season. He bears down on goal. We've had 5 shots. All of them have been on target. 3 of them have found the back of the net. And here we go. What an annoying time to hopefully have finally figured out the away form just as we're about to end. Everything is going really well there. The backup goalkeeper's on a 6, on an 8 as well. Few people on 6s, but that is basically it. I was considering going to mixed passing just because we've got some good footballers out there now. Standing's got passing of 19. Hyde's pretty decent. We've got the Eagle. pretty decent still, despite his age. Scoring goals from midfield. Feeney's there now. I'm thinking, are we going to get Booth on? Or are we going to get Crystal on? Superb play. We're going to go for, I've not done this all stream, this shows how well we're doing now. We're going to go for what I call the condition sub. We're going to take off the player that most need the rest. It's probably going to be Steve Bull because of his importance to me or to the team. Spectacular effort. Oh, Feeney advancing on the keeper. He's not managed to beat Dean Kiley there. We are going to make the other subs. It's been a good performance from Feeney. Williams goes for the follow-up. He's like a German sweeper there all the way at the front. Right, let's get... We're going to get Bolin on for Matteo. And we're going to swap him and Vaughan around. We're going to get Crystal on for Feeney, who's had a great debut. How did he miss that? That's come from Kenner. Easy chance for Geary. Here we are. We have buried Bury. Bury 0, Man City 4. Are we going to be back? Are we going to be back on the dotted line? I think we were too far out, weren't we? My co-worker won 2 tickets for a Sheffield Wednesday match. Think it's worth taking some days off from work and travel with him. Would love to see a football match in England. Would be the first for me. I would say yes. I was critical of Hillsborough the other week, but that's just like a grumpy old English fan. If I was offered, if someone I know won tickets to a Danish team, and I can't think of any now that I'm on the spot, and was like, do you want to come with me? I'd be like, yeah, that'd be well cool, going to watch football abroad. I was enjoying the impressive 3-0 lead until I was interrupted by a Jamie Oliver advert. The horror. Sorry about that. I have put the adverts on low, so I hope they have been better, because previously I had missed that. They default to medium now. We're not over the dotted line, but we are within touching distance. It's right there. I can feel it. Take my hand, dotted line. Right, let's have a look at the splits. Home form, played 7, won 5, drawn 0, lost 2. One of them was the goalkeeper debacle, and that counted for 3 of the goals. So 3 of the goals that we've conceded at home were scored past Andy Booth. Home form, we are a promotion team. Here is the problem. We've got 2 of these wins recently. So we need to figure out what did Chesterfield do away from home? Nothing. 4-4-2, nothing. Maybe we should try that. If we can keep stacking these away wins, we can start to move up, I think. Barry Quinn is tearing it apart, isn't he? What have we got up here? John is a real good player, isn't he? If we lose Jeff Kenner, that would be my number 1 target now, I think. A lot of goalkeepers up here. How is this guy? I was thinking, what? Right, he's a striker that scored 2 goals and 2 assists, but he's got a 7.67 rating, old Gary Penrice. Oh, Gary. Darren Caskey, will always try and sign him. Jimmy Davis on loan. Right, let's have a look at the goal scorers. Davis with 10. Barlow with 10. Scored past us, didn't he? Tony Toilet with 8. Steve Davis. We did look at this guy early season. Bull's up there. Bull is carrying the forwards. I thought Newbie, who is there, was going to push us on. But then the same thing's happened with George Nadar. George Nadar got 3 of those goals against us. One he just totally didn't mean. But let's tempt them. Andy Booth's got 3 goals. So yeah, he's not pulled his weight at all. I would forgive him if he's got like 6 assists. He has got 3. 3 assists. He's not really done much. Important first team player. Look, he's only on 2,000 away. I'll cut him some slack. I was expecting him to be on about 12. That's a massive game. First place Burnley. Or is it away as well? Or it's home? Right, that's where we're going to start next time we are up. I don't know if we're going to be on Friday. We will definitely be back Monday. There's a sliver of a chance of Friday. If it is, it will be later. So if people are happy with maybe like a 4 p.m. start, I don't know if that's too late, then potentially we will be. But we do have the other Championship Manager episode coming out at 5 p.m. So I don't want to be streaming whilst there's another episode that's there, if that makes sense. It seems counterintuitive. Not that this is like my career or anything. It's just me playing games and chatting with you fabulous lot. There is no episode this evening. If you are watching this live, thank you very much for joining us. If you're watching this afterwards, also thank you very much. Feel free to fire us a little comment in about how you think. Give us a rating out of 10 for the episode. Booth has got good stats. Maybe it's one of those things that's just not happening. Yeah, maybe we need to get him back on holding the ball up. But we have brought some people in this episode. Look, we've brought in Feeney, we've brought in Finn Bogston and Walker. So yeah, let's tell you what. Here is my actual question for you in the comments. If you've watched this, who is your number 1 transfer target for us for next time we are on? It could be Lee. It's probably not Lee, but let us know who it is. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great, I was going to say have a great weekend. It's not Friday, is it? Have a great rest of the Wednesday and a great